Well, hello, you most fabulous kindergartners. I hope you're having a super great day today. So I'm going to lead you through lesson 1 of 3D shapes. Today we're only going to focus on 2 shapes today, and we're going to focus on spheres and cubes. And our question that we're going to talk about during our lesson is, how do I identify and compare 3-dimensional shapes? So we're going to get started right down here, and this is a sphere. A sphere is perfectly round and it can roll. Now I want you to go on a scavenger hunt and look for something in your home that's in the shape of a sphere, and then come back when you're done. I'm going to hum the tune of Jeopardy, and when it's done, you're going to come back, okay? Now, if you can't find something that's in the shape of a sphere, that's okay. Maybe you can find something later, and then you can show us on Flipgrid. Check that out later today. Okay, here we go. Go find something that's in the shape of a sphere. Do 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 do. Come on back, come on back, come on back. All right, so when I was hunting earlier, I found 2 silly things that are in the shape of a sphere. I found my dog Hallie's toys are in the shape of spheres. This is her favorite squeaky toy. It's a cat. Now, if I took off the ears, they'll be perfectly round like a sphere. And she has a ball that's a sphere. Now, there used to be a rope inside, so it's kind of flat right here, but we had to take it out because she destroyed it. But yeah, these are in the shape of a sphere. Now here on our paper, I'm going to try my very best to show you how to draw a 3D shaped sphere. Now, you're just going to try your very best, okay, because it can get tricky sometimes. I'm going to start off by drawing a simple circle. That's easy, nice and round. But to show that this is 3D, I'm going to add a couple little things to it. I'm going to draw a curved line in the middle here, and then I'm going to go up on top of that and draw a little couple dots going around that. Try to give a little bit of depth to make it look like it's 3-dimensional. Another thing you could do is you could draw a circle again, and then you could do ooh, that's kind of not quite. Let me try that circle again. Okay, hold on. Okay, nice and round, Miss Burrell. Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay, another way you can make it look 3D is add a little shading to the side here. Kind of gives a little bit of depth there. Now you just try your very best. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, we're going to come down to our next 3D shape we're working on today, and this is a cube. Now, a cube, all of its faces are in this in the shape of a square, and there's 6 faces on a cube, and they're all in the shape of a square. So I'm going to hum my Jeopardy song, and I want you to see if you can go find something in your house that's in the shape of a cube. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Do 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 do. All right, come on back, come on back. Did you find something in the shape of a cube? If you didn't, that's okay. You could show us later on Flipgrid. All right, I found something earlier. I found a tissue box. My tissue box is in the shape of a cube. It has square faces all around. All right, now on our paper here, I'm going to try my very best again to show you how to draw a cube. Now, I mentioned earlier that a cube has square faces, so I'm going to simply start by drawing a square. It has 4 equal sides. Now, I'm going to draw another square, and it's going to overlap the other square I did. So take a watch, and then you try, okay? So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw another square right here. And connect it. Okay, now you can try. Now you see what I did there. And now we get to make it turn into 3D. Are you ready? Watch, okay? I'm going to take this corner right here on my original square, and I'm going to connect it to the second corner, the second square that I drew. All right, I'm going to take this other corner here that I drew for the first square and connect it to the second square corner. And then I'm going to do it down here at the bottom too. I'm going to take this corner and match it. And then this one here and match it. Look, you made a cube. This is so exciting. I'm so proud of you. Now you're going to be going around and drawing cubes and spheres all the time. All right, let's get ready to turn the page. You ready? Okay. All right, so we turned the page and now we're on page 694. We're going to continue our talk with spheres and cubes. At number 1 here, this is a sphere. Now we're going to look for real life objects that are in those shapes. The first 2 have already been done for you. You can see we have a bouncy ball, or maybe that's a golf ball, kind of hard to tell, and a present. And you can see that the ball is in the shape of a sphere. It's perfectly round. Number 2, this is the shape of a cube. We have a drink cup and we have a die. And you can see these circled. The die is in the shape of a cube. I got one handy right here too. A die that looks just like that, but theirs is blue. Mine's yellow. Okay, let's keep going. All right, number 3. This is a sphere. Let's look at the real life objects that they have here and let's circle something that's in the shape of a sphere, something that's perfectly round. Good, it's the tomato is in the shape of a sphere. Number 4, this is a cube. Look at the 3 objects and find something that's also in the shape of a cube. Yep, the box is in the shape of a cube. They have square faces all around. All right, let's get ready for the next page. All right, so now we're on page 695. This is an independent practice page. So I'm going to tell you what shape you're looking for number 5, 6, 7, 8. But then I'm not going to give you the answer right away. We'll go back and discount, double check our answers when we're done with this page. Okay. Number 5, this is a sphere. Circle an object that's in the shape of a sphere. Number 6, this is a cube. Circle the object that's in the shape of a cube. Number 7, this is a sphere. Circle an object that's in the shape of a sphere. And number 8, this is a cube. Circle an object that's in the shape of a cube. All right, are you ready to discount, double check your answers? All right, let's go back up to number 5 at the top. That was a sphere. You should have circled maybe that's a marble, or maybe it's a little tiny bouncy ball. It's kind of hard to tell with these pictures. But no matter what, that's in the shape of a sphere. It's perfectly round. Number 6, that was a cube. You should have circled the cube right in the middle. Looks like that might be part of like a lacing bead thing where you can lace beads onto a string. All right, number 7, that was a sphere. You should have circled the globe. Ooh, that's always a fun thing to look at. And number 8 was a cube. You should have circled the block. Hey, there's the letter J on there. All right, let's get ready to turn the page, friends. To infinity and beyond. All right, we turned the page and we are on page 696. We're going to look at this person's thought bubble and we're going to look specifically at this planet here, the purple planet. What is that in the shape of, friends? You're right, that's a sphere. What we're going to do is we're going to look around at all the shapes around the thought bubble, and we're going to draw lines of the spheres up to the purple planet. So this is what I mean. Here's a sphere. I'm going to draw a line and match. See what I'm doing there? Can you do it too? All right. Looks like we had 4 spheres match up to the purple planet. Now, look at the rocket, and specifically look at this piece of the rocket right here. This piece of the rocket is in the shape of a cube. Yep. So we're going to look for the cubes all around and draw and match lines. So let's see. We've got one here. Match it up. Match it up. Match it up. And match. Ooh, look. That one had 4 going to it too. Ooh, I got a little math equation we could say. So if I had 4 spheres and I added with it 4 cubes, that's a big math problem. How many are there in all? 8. And it's a double. 4 plus 4 equals 8. That's great. Woohoo! All right, get ready to turn the page. Well, silly me, you didn't have to turn the page. It was just right next door. We're on page 697. This is a My Homework page. I'm going to tell you the name of the shape, and then you are going to circle the real life object that's in that shape. And then we'll discount double check answers afterwards. So number 1, this is a sphere. They already did this one for you, but you're going to circle the object that's a sphere. And it looks like this might be maybe an olive. Like I said earlier, these pictures are tricky to tell. All right, let's go down to number 2. This is a cube. Independently, circle the object that's also in the shape of a cube. Number 3, this is a sphere. Circle the object that's in the shape of a sphere. And number 4, this is a cube. Circle the object that's in the shape of a cube. All right, now let's discount, double check your answers. So number 2, you should have circled the block. The block is in the shape of a cube. Number 3, that was a sphere. You should have circled the beach ball. Ah, the beach, that sounds so nice right now. Okay, oh, back to this. Number 4, this was a cube. You should have circled the Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube? Have you ever done one of those before? Man, they're tricky. Your goal is to try to get all of the square faces all the same color. So all red on one side, all blue on one side. Kind of tricky. All right, now for real, you're going to turn the page. All right, we're on our last page, and we turned it, and we're on page 698. Ooh, getting close to page 700. Okay, we're going to continue with what we've been doing. So number 5, this is a cube. Look for something that's in the shape of a cube and circle it. Number 6, this is a sphere. Look at the objects and circle something in the shape of a sphere. Now number 7, this one's a little different, so make sure you're listening. It says that this word here is sphere. Now this time you're going to draw an X on things that are not a sphere. We'll see if you're listening when we discount double check answers in a minute. And number 8, this word is cube. Again, you're going to put an X on the things that are not a cube. All right, let's do some discount double checking and see how you did. Number 5, that was a cube, and you should have circled the present. You got me a present? That's so sweet of you. Just joking. Number 6, this was a sphere, and you should have circled the bubble. Oh yeah, bubbles are in the shape of a sphere. All right, now number 7, the word there is sphere, and you were supposed to put an X on things that are not the shape of a sphere. So we should have put an X on this first object and on the last one there, because the 2 that don't have any X's on them are in the shape of a sphere. And number 8, this is the word cube, and you were to put an X on the things that are not the shape of a cube. And that would have been the dog bowl and the bouncy ball. That's a sphere. All right, so we have a cube, a block there, and the present. All right, guys, now we created a Flipgrid for you to do. And what you're going to do on it later today is you're going to find objects around your house that are three-dimensional. You're going to look for things that are in the shape of a sphere. We went over that today. In the shape of a cube. And now this is a sneak peek, but Mrs. Priya is going to do a lesson with you tomorrow on cylinders and cones. But take a look around your house, find objects that are in these shapes, show us, do a video, show us them, and then tell us what three-dimensional shape it is. All right, you can do that later on. All right, guys, we'll see you next time for another round of three-dimensional shapes. Bye for now.